we are going to start to assemble a laptop. This is a Dell 5520, and the issue is the keyboard. And the keyboard is malfunctioning because of misusing. I already disassembled this one, so the assembly it's pretty much the opposite. Okay, I'm gonna start up with a little bit of cleaning around, because this had a little bit of dirt. Okay, I'm gonna just wipe this with a pencil. Okay, very dirty. And you know how keyboards get dirty, long time. So if I'm gonna put a new keyboard, might as well as clean the inside too. Okay. This is fairly easy because it's only a couple of screws, and you have to put them in order again. So don't be afraid to do that. Okay, just for you to see how much dirt was on this keyboard. Okay, we'll swipe it up to the garbage. Okay, will be a little bit better, but first of all we're going to assemble the keyboard, and then we clean up in total. So let's start with gonna address it here. Let's start with put the new keyboard again, and I'm gonna tell you the steps. Okay, so with a new keyboard in hands, we have to place him in the right place. Be careful with screws. There's a lot of screws here. Okay, you have to be careful. Okay, and we put this on again. One thing that you don't want to miss is this whole keyboard has a back plate. Okay, so you have to untie these screws in the front. Okay, in order to take the old keyboard and put a new one, because we need the back plate. Okay, so I'm going to start to disassemble this. Okay, where's my screwdriver? It's here. Okay. This is no big deal, because the only thing you have to know is to keep track of the screws. Okay, and you do it in order, so you don't lose track of the screws. You know where the things goes, so it's much easier. It's just organization. this is a pain in the, you know, because it has a lot of screws. This somehow has to be fixed, so I don't blame them. Okay, I took off, I think, all the screws, and we take this off. Okay, this is the keyboard itself. Okay, this one. So this is the old one. You can see a key here, and some other keys don't work. Okay, so we have to switch them. So this one is the old. Right here. And this is the back plate where we're gonna put on the new keyboard. I'm gonna go and just wipe this real quick. Some dust and debris, but you know, nothing that we cannot wipe. So this is the new keyboard. Let's go. Put on the right holes. We align those holes with those pins. Okay, so there's nothing to do wrong here. And we put the screws back again. Make sure you don't miss any screw, because everything has to go to the right place. Again, okay. Careful not to over tight the screws, because these ones, it's the camera here, are very little screws, and you can easily damage the thread on those and the other ones too, because you know laptops are very have a very tight margin of error on the screws. So we just, you know, tight the right amount, just to cushion the screw on the surface. Okay. Because this still have a little bit of Loctite, you know, here. This one is red. Oh, okay. I think you can see. And this is, you know, this is enough to hold up the screen. So we have done here this one. Okay, the back plate that we're gonna need to put on the keyboard again. This one is brand new, as you can see. The back plate already done. So we're gonna start to mount the keyboard. Okay. Here we are. So when we mount the keyboard, you're gonna mount the keyboard, and it's gonna be some screws. right here along this the bottom, and around the top right here around the top too, some screws to put on, okay, and the left and the right side too. Okay. So new one. Careful with these stripes, okay, these flat cables. So we put on first this one, first in the left side, okay, because it has here. This is the left side. It has here. I didn't take this off. It's a slot, okay. As the cover. So I didn't talk that. We put on. We gently place it on this resting spot, okay, and before you tighten, okay, the screws, we have to make sure that it's good on the other side. I'm gonna make a little bit of gymnastic here, and I'm gonna open up and see if it all fits well. Okay, I think you can see that fits well. So the only thing you're gonna do is tighten those screws. Okay. Okay, it's all good. We cannot now start to tighten the screws. This is the webcam of the laptop, but I think I'm gonna try to show you how you can keep track of the screws. Here, okay, here, right here, you keep track of the screws. You keep track of everything you do, okay? So that you won't be lost on your repair. Okay, to front. Okay. So we're gonna start up with the back plate. This is not the keyboard itself, it's the back plate that holds the keyboard. We're gonna start up to fasten, a couple of screws. I'm gonna put it here so you can see. Couple, maybe think 15, 20 screws. So we're gonna start up. Once again, you have to be very careful because those are tiny screws here, and we can, over tighten them easily and damage the chassis. You don't want to do that. I don't work for Dell. This is a task that I have to make as an IT support, um, by any means. This is a video that tells you exactly how to do things. This is just for you to get some knowledge and to see the things, you know, how I did this replacement, you know. This is by no means a technical certified video, you know. It means you do it on your own risk. Okay, we make sure you have all the flat cables in the right place so you cannot miss anything. I don't know the amount of screws that this one has, but you can count it. I just don't have the patience to do that. I have to get over this real quick. One thing, if you are unmounting a MacBook, there's gonna be a lot more screws. It's all over the keyboard. It's all over the keyboard. The unibody is a pain, a real pain to unmount the keyboard and switch the keyboard. So I'm gonna count, okay? I think it's 23, 24 screws that holds the keyboard around, okay? It's around. And there's a little lock in the middle, so the keyboard doesn't sag and doesn't move, you know, much. So here we are, the keyboard. You have to be careful with this rubber shoulder bed, and you know, it's pretty solid. Everything is in place. Clicky. Yes, this one is right too. So we are ready to mount the rest of the laptop. So I'm gonna make this in order. So the first thing that we're gonna put on back, remember, this is the opposite. I'm doing the opposite that I've done, you know, to disassemble. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten a little bit more those screws of the hinges, just to make sure everything is good. First thing you're gonna put on back again, it's your motherboard. So your motherboard, you know, this is the bottom. I'm gonna go here and take some dust off, and this one we already made the maintenance of the thermal compound, so this one doesn't need to be maintenance. So motherboard first. I'm gonna go ahead and go first from this side, okay? to put on gently. Okay, make sure, careful with those flat cables. Okay, here you're gonna go this, the LCD cable too, be careful, and the wireless antenna cables. Okay. Okay, we have to be very, very gentle to put on the motherboard on this place, and make sure that everything is in the right place. Okay, you have to be very, 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 very gentle. So to show you, we have here these guiding holes, this one and another one here. Okay, this has to be in the right spot. Okay, so the screws, those ones that have the arrow, it marks the motherboard screws that we have to mount, and those are, 5 screws that we're gonna go ahead and put on those again. So one is here, up here. It's all marked, so it's MM2. No, I don't know how to say it in English, but those are marked. Okay. You have the white arrow. Don't forget this one. This one is an arrow, has an arrow too, so it's but it's marked on the protection. Don't forget that one. I mean, you won't forget, because if you keep track of the screws, you will see that they will go to the right spots. So keep that in mind. Always keep that in mind. There's one more screw left. That is here. Okay. Okay. I'm done with the motherboard. Okay. It's all tightened in this resting spot. Okay. Everything is good and tightened. I'm gonna go ahead and connect the ribbons, the flat cables, okay, the keyboard, and the flat cables that goes to the motherboard. Okay, this one is for the trackpad and the keyboard, goes to the motherboard. This one is for the indicator lights, okay, for the LEDs. Okay, this one, and we have to do 4 of those on the trackpad. Okay, that belongs to the keyboard. Again, be very gentle, take your time, because this is a job that has to be done at the first time, if you know what I mean. So with everything on place, the next thing that we're gonna go and put on back, it's here. This one makes part of the chassis, and this one goes, here. Okay, you just have to be careful, because you have the audio cable, you have the antenna cables, and we have the LCD cable. Just be careful with that. Okay, so we're gonna put on that again. When the gorgeous and take some dust off. So this one goes here, like this, okay. Again, carefully and gentle, carefully place on this resting spot, and then make sure that everything is in the right place, and then you can start to screw, to put all the screws again. So this one has some screws that are a little bit shorter on the bottom, and here on the top those are a little bit longer, but you don't have to worry because they are all marked. How can I show you here like this? Okay, they are all marked, so you don't have to be afraid. I'm gonna go and put on the longer. Okay, make sure I don't miss the spots, and I don't put on a long screw in a tight hole. There's one more that is left that I don't know where it is. Okay, here it's not, over there it's the battery screw. I think it's up here. Okay, that is right. Okay, then we have this part that's loosened, but we have, 6 screws to put on here that holds this plate down. Make sure you put the speaker cable on this resting spot too. Okay. There we go. It's here. The speaker cable, okay. 2 more screws to put on. One is, I think it's where it's here. Found it. Okay, and another one. It's here. Right. Oh, it's near to the SSD. So next you're gonna go and put the wireless module here, the wireless LAN, and connect those cables. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put on Wi-Fi module. Okay, just connect and press down. Okay, and this one has this plate okay, and another tiny screw. So you're going to go ahead with, first you have to connect the antenna cables, because this plate, it's what is going to hold the antenna cables, the connectors on this spot, and secure the wireless card, okay. Always make sure that you put the antennas in the with the right in the right place. This is color coded, so it's like impossible to misplace. You have to be very careful with those connectors. Okay, just for you to just to show you, here, it doesn't. This is not a very good camera. It's the front camera of the laptop, but you can see black goes on black, white goes on white. There's nothing here to miss, and this plate goes on the top, so it can hold both the card, the wireless module itself, and the antenna cables. Here, and we done here. Okay, it's gonna go like this. Again, this is the opposite of what you would do to mount this PC, to unmount this PC, this laptop, okay? So, next, we're gonna fix a shield, not a shield, a support that's gonna go here to hold the power connector, okay, and protects this height here, okay, not to bend or flex, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put on the cable adapter, no, the power connector, yeah. And this one, the plate is like this to hold up all the components, and it has two screws here, those two bastards. So you put it on the right spot and screw both of them. Okay, done. Then the next one is the LCD cable. Okay, be careful with the LCD cable too. You have to be careful with everything on the laptop. Okay, those connectors are very tiny, and this one goes right there. Okay, and it has a plate to hold it in place too. Okay, nice click. Then this is it has two screws to this plate, and it goes right on the top to hold the LCD cable. So you can see here, it doesn't go anywhere, okay? Hold it right in this place. Next, we're gonna go and put on the cooling fan. It has 2 screws too. Okay, the cooling fan goes right here. Don't forget to connect this little cable because you're gonna go end up with thermal issues. Okay. There are 2 screws, one up and one in the other. Okay, that's here. Again, it's pretty easy. Take your time. You just have to take your time. 2 screws for the fan, for the cooling fan. This one, and the other one is here. Okay, holds it in place. Okay, so we are almost finished. Then we're gonna go and put on the SSD. Okay, this one. I'm gonna go and put on the right spot here. Make sure you don't miss anything. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna put it like this. Here we go. Thermal compound. Not thermal compound. I don't know the name. Thermal pad. That's right. Thermal pad. And we are almost done. So SSD, then the battery. So the battery is just one screw here that holds itself, okay? It doesn't go anywhere unless you push. And then you have to see that those holes, you don't have to put on the screw because it's not to put on the screw. It's reserved for the back door, the base door, sorry. So you place the battery on this place, we screw, and we connect the battery cable, okay? So I think it's done. First, you're gonna go ahead and turn it on and see if the keyboard works. I'm gonna turn it on like this. Okay. Very careful. Here we go. What? We have light. F12. Okay. Yeah, it's working. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and make other tests on the inside the operating system, but you know, for now it's just okay. Then you have the base plate, the base door. Sorry, I'm gonna go ahead that the screws ain't go anywhere too. Those are, you know, secured in place unless you unscrew them all the way. You have to just put it in place. These have some locks. Just put it in place and screw. These are the 5500 series. 55,000. Yeah, 55,000 series. Okay, and I'm gonna show you here, not the series step. It's the 55O, the 0000. Okay, this one, and that's it. You're done. Then you go ahead, and before you go, you deliver it to the customer. I like to wipe it and make it more clean. Done. Thank you for watching.